Shalom, Israel. So I'm posing another question for the camps and the liars, the so-called elders, quote unquote, that always say that your mother is an incubator, that it doesn't matter who your mother is. You can marry whoever the hell you want to marry. You can sleep you can bring forth bastard children, and it doesn't matter just who the father is. I'm gonna show you that right here in Genesis, the 17th chapter, with Abraham and Ishmael. And I'm going to show you that it does matter who the mother is. And I'm going to read out Romans chapter 9 and see who the promises pertain to. Okay, so let's see here. We're just reading because we're not going off of words or personal feelings. We're going to start at verse 17. It says, Then Abraham fell upon his face and laughed, and said in his heart, Shall a child be born unto him that is 100 years old? And shall Sarah that is 90 years old bear? And this is the part where Abraham was doubtful that he was actually going to have a son that Yah promised him and Sarah, which would turn out to be Isaac. Verse 18, it says, And Abraham said unto Yah, Oh, that Ishmael might live before thee. And Yah said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him as an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him. So we know that Sarah was an Israelite, was an Israelite. She was the establisher of being an Israelite with Abraham to start the seed of Israel, to bring forth Jacob. That other woman was the Egyptian woman that brought forth Ishmael. Okay, we're going to find out what happens to him and if he's promised salvation. Verse 20, And as for Ishmael, I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed him, and I will make him fruitful, and I will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he beget, and I will make him a great nation. Verse 21, But my covenant will I establish with Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time in the next year. See, Ishmael got the promises. He didn't get the promises. He got blessings from the Most High, but he didn't get the promises. So let's go Romans chapter 9. I'm tired of these lies you guys just keep perpetuating. Let's see. So let's start at verse 6. It says, Not as though the word of Yah have not taken on effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel, neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children. The only reason that was the case because they were coming from that bloodline. His mother was not an Egyptian. Since you niggas say it don't matter. And after this, we're going to read out Tobit chapter 4 to seal the deal. The scripture you niggas hate because they'll make you put away your strange wives like you were commanded to do, just like in Ezra 9, chapter 9 and chapter 10. It says, verse 8, it says, That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of Yah. See, Ishmael was a child of the flesh because Yah did not ordain him. He was not the one because Sarah didn't believe that she was going to have a child at that old age, so she gave Abraham her maiden. And that's where they bared Ishmael. So, but that was a work of the flesh that had nothing to do with the promises that he promised Abraham and Sarah. Okay? And it says, But the children of the promise are counted for the seed, for this is the word of promise. At this time will I and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yah according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. So then we're going into Jacob and Esau. So let's go to Tobit. Let's go to Tobit chapter 4. The scripture you niggas hate. Verse 12 and 13. And this is going to seal the deal for all your lying doctrines. Verse 12, it says, beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers. This wasn't a request. This was a commandment, which is not of thy father's tribe. Let me read that again. I'm sorry. Messed myself up. Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe. So even if you believe those slick-haired Mexicans and Latinos and the Native Americans were the other tribes, which they're not, because I proved in the last video, you're not supposed to marry a woman that is not in your tribe, since you niggas know what tribe you come from and all that. Okay. And it says, for we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So I thought it didn't matter, like I heard in GMS, I thought it didn't matter what woman you married. I thought it didn't matter, nigga. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning. So this was the beginning when Abraham started this whole thing, man. What the Most High started this with Abraham and Sarah. Okay, nigga? Even that they all married wives of their own kindred and were blessed in their children, their own kindred. A Mexican is not your own kindred. You don't have the same phenotype. And their seed shall inherit the land. Now, therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren. That's what you niggas do. You want to tell me that a Mexican is my brother, man. That's what you're going to tell me. Even though the scriptures say otherwise. In Amos 9 and 7, I'm still waiting for you niggas to answer that question. You're not going to answer it. I know you're not, because you're cowards. And you got to go get your leader and your punk ass elder to come answer my question when you should be knowing the scriptures on your own instead of falling and hanging on another man's nuts. Okay? It says, despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people. Yeah, we know you GMS niggas hate Israelite women, man. And if like me, if you have like an Israelite wife or wives, you cowards will call it a man that choosing a woman of his own kindred, like we were commanded to do. You cowards will say that we are simps. And that, I mean, just for doing what the scripture said, I mean, you still got to rule your house well. I mean, we're still going to do that. The man is still over the woman. You are the real simp. You a simp for a damn strange woman, man. You niggas act like they're the greatest thing on this damn planet. I've been listening to you niggas for years. ISUPK, GMS. And then you got these suckers over here. What is it? IUS? What is it? What are they? IUIC. And many other splinter camps. They're the real simps. This idiot Nathaniel 7 sitting up here telling you that if you marry a Mexican, your children's hair will come out. They'll come out with great hair. Are you kidding me? These guys are going to be destroyed, man. Okay? It says, the sons and daughters of thy people, not taking a wife of them. Huh? You going to speak against that? You dumbass niggas keep coming on my page with your stupid comments. For in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want. For lewdness is the mother of famine.